This is Out Loud and Laughing. Hey, Brian.
Hey, John. How's it going?
Oh, hanging to the... Oh, you didn't ask how it was hanging. Sorry. How are you doing?
I am good. It's hanging low today.
Okay.
No, I was just like, today's been like a self-care day for me.
I love that. First of all, we're related, so I know that's not true. Or maybe it's a little true. But then also, I too had a self-care day. I have gone to the gym a lot this week and just feeling really good. Look at these guns.
Guns for days.
This is what the Second Amendment is protecting for me.
Yeah.
No, I feel really good. It's really important to have a sane mind, and I find that being active and feeding my body just makes me feel good. I'm having a good week.
I love it. Are you going to ask me why I had a good self-care day or,
No, we could skip that. No, absolutely. What did you do for your self-care today, Brian?
No, I'm good. What did I do? Oh, so I had my trainer this morning, which is nice because it forces me to go to the gym. But my big update for our millions of listeners, I started acupuncture. My lower back is not getting better, and I'm going to try some, holistic stuff. This is my second time going.
Yeah, using the body to heal the body. I've done acupuncture before. It's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
I have done it once a long time ago, and I remember I laid on my back, so there was stuff all over my face and stuff. But since this is my back and my knee, I'm on my stomach the whole time, so in a massage bed with your face in that, what do they call that thing where you're
whatever, yeah, the massage bed,
which is not a comfortable pillow anyways. But probably 20 needles between my back and my legs, and I have to lay there for 30 minutes.
Yep.
Which the first time was a little bit unsettling because it was just the music, and I'm a little bit me, I can't just lay there for 30 minutes. So today I put a podcast on during it, which was nice.
Oh, have you heard of Out Loud and Laughing?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
they're great 20-minute episodes, guys. But I think the other thing, that was my mistake, because I'm learning. This is my second time. But you shouldn't drink a lot of water because you can't get up to pee. And so the woman gives me a button to hold to press. Last time she gave it to me, I didn't press it at all. I'm like, I don't need you. I can wait 30 minutes. Today I pressed it within the first 2 minutes because my podcast wasn't loud enough. And then I must have been 25 minutes later. I messaged again and I said, am I almost done because I have to pee? And she's like, I was just coming in. You're all set, sir. So she pulls all the needles out and I ran to the bathroom. But anyways, and after that I'm getting a haircut in a little bit. So, it's all about me today.
It's important not to pee with all those needles in your body. I'm afraid you would look like a fountain. Just coming out of all the holes.
Well, a part of me was like, maybe I should just wear a diaper to acupuncture.
These are not bad ideas. Out Loud and Laughing, you never knew. Life lessons.
No bad ideas. But other than that, what else is happening, John?
I was going to say, speaking of life lessons, something came to mind this week for me because I saw somebody at a restaurant and he kept looking at me and I was just like, what is this guy doing? And I couldn't decide whether I had something on my shirt.
Yep.
Or he wanted to see me with my shirt off. So I was wondering if we should sort of unpack some of this gaydar stuff and whether it's still functioning or not, because I feel like it was a moment of malfunctioned gaydar. What do you think?
You probably had a booger.
Definitely. No, I pick my boogers. You know that.
But no, I agree. I feel like being a gay man in this world, and you see if someone like a male looks at you, you have that question. Are they gay or are they not? Now, in reality, they could just be looking at us. So I don't even know why we go down this rabbit hole of having to analyze our sexuality, but we all do.
Yeah, I mean, it's an underground world still, even in 2025. Nobody's walking around proudly, or the people that I'm looking for. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I just want a straight man to be gay.
Right.
I can take that to the therapist. But I mean, let's let's talk about some times. I mean, let's maybe unpack this chronologically, like starting from maybe like some early memories and see what happens moving in through life about this
I
topic.
guess because I feel like our gaydar has either gotten better or worse. We can figure that out. Um, and yeah, I just remember when I was in third grade. I've mentioned this story before, but my third grade teacher's husband was a sixth grade teacher. My third grade teacher was a woman. Sixth grade teacher was a man. He would come in to maybe bring her lunch. I don't know, whatever it was. But whenever he walked in, my heart was a little bit like, oh. And you just, even though he was married to my third grade teacher, even in third grade, I remember saying, "Is he gay?"
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Does
Mm-hmm.
that resonate at
Mm-hmm.
all?
Yeah, I mean, I too had I had memories of people who like either I knew what gay looked like because, you know, we lived in Florida, we lived near Miami, like it wasn't really in our face, but like
Yeah.
it was there. And I don't know, like I would wonder like people like there were people at church
Mm,
that I would wonder if they were gay.
like the
There was
priest.
somebody that I was actually just gonna say, the private school that I went to, the pastor was the most flamboyant human being on the planet. I'm talking like lispy and had like some really like demeanor. And then there was somebody else who shall remain nameless, who is part of like the staff, who also was very
Mm-hmm.
flamboyant. Mm-hmm. I saw your finger go up there. You know exactly whom I'm talking about. And yeah, so it's like if it wasn't even a sexual attraction, it was also sort of this curiosity as to how are they looking, how are they living their lives,
Mm.
how will my life look? Like it was sort of those sort of proclamations
Yep.
outside of also being gay and having sexual, you know, about straight men or cute boys or whatever.
All the things. I agree. Uh, I I remember like going into like high school and stuff, having crushes on friends who were boys, knowing very well that they were straight, because I think we didn't know if you were gay or straight back then. Pretty much it was like 80 to 90% in the closet.
Yep.
So all of it was, I wouldn't call it gaydar or like a gaydar malfunction. I would just call it like hopeful that
Mm-hmm.
they were gay,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know? I got easier in
Like
college, I think. I don't know.
well, I think it got easier in college because everybody sort of everybody did have more freedom, right? They didn't have to sort of like fit into sort of. God, I keep saying sort of, but I'm just so mad at my gaydar because it feels like it's always been wrong.
I mean, when I
My
talk to
my
you,
gaydar is stuck on sort of.
when,
My gaydar is stuck on sort of.
when
Is he gay? Sort of.
I will give you some solace that when I talk to you though, John, my gaydar goes off the charts for you.
Oh, I have to dunk my computer in water after our recording sessions because it's flaming.
Not because of me though. I'm straight.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so
Straight
straight.
acting.
Yeah, mask, mask. No, I've you know, and I've also realized that throughout the years, and maybe it's because of the so many failed attempts, gaydar malfunctions, we'll call them. I feel like my gaydar is like broken. I oftentimes find myself like you're hitting like a remote control to get it to work again. I'm just like, what is happening? Why am I getting worse at this?
Have you ever had a crush on someone or hit on someone thinking they were gay and then they weren't?
Ooh. Yeah, you know, there was this one time that we did this like leadership camp in high school. You were there,
Okay.
and I had a bunkmate,
Hmm.
and I thought he was so cute. As a matter of fact, he's the reason. Like literally every time I smell Curve cologne, it takes me right back, literally to him. And I know that sounds awful, but the memory is so sweet, as is the fragrance, that I really don't care. And as was my love for him. I really like we stayed together for a week. We would like have
We
like
stayed
nighttime
together for a
chats.
week. It just sounds.
He didn't know, but I dated him in my heart for a week. At night, like we would have like these like heart to heart conversations, and I was just like, oh my god, like I just wished
Yeah.
so badly.
Okay. Okay. I can see that.
How about you? How about you?
I don't think I ever hit on a straight guy to the point where like I hit on them and then they got like rejected or anything. Um So I don't think so. No, I don't think that's happened to me.
I also think, now that we're unpacking this, there's also this piece of like boys exploring their sexuality as they sort
Mm,
of as they come through. And so with that, like, there becomes some of this homoerotic behavior
yeah.
between like sportsmanship or friendship and joking around. And so some of those behaviors, touches, things can be misconstrued. And there had been times where I sort of like maybe enjoyed the pat on the back maybe more than I should have, or how it wasn't intended.
I mean, let's be honest, John. If you think about all the straight sports, just sports, because sports aren't straight. But if you look at football or wrestling, all these things, how gay are those sports?
That's a whole
That is
episode.
a whole episode.
But
Because what I'm saying though is, from what I've read, and I don't know if you read the same thing. No one's 100% gay, and no one's 100% straight. Everyone's on a
it's a
spectrum.
spectrum.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so some people, even though they might be 99% straight, there's still 1%. And even that's the extreme. I think most people are probably like 90-10 or 95-5. Like they would never act on that 5%, but our gaydar as gay men only see that 5%.
Right, completely, and that's such an interesting breakdown. I've read about species and homosexuality in the wild. Now I'm starting to think, how do gay animals find each other?
Oh,
That's another episode,
how do gay animals? Oh, that's true.
right? Is there like a gay bar for animals, like the tropics? They just meet in like Grand Cayman or Grand Gayman.
Maybe.
But no, I mean, like, speaking of gaydar, malfunctions especially. What if like you were a flamingo and you like walked up to another flamingo and you just stuck your little flamingo penis in another flamingo butt, I guess, because they're gay, and the other flamingo's like, no thanks. Like
Right.
maybe they're just nicer. Maybe animals are like, nope,
Nope,
nope.
we're good.
Yeah, because like to some degree, like if straight people are like saying no thanks, or if straight people are thinking about it and being like, ooh, that's
Yeah.
gross, then to your point, they've thought about it,
Right.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
I,
And there's a lot of straight men who like have their DL. There's a whole subculture of it, which is disgusting, but it is what it is.
I mean, it's a culture in itself, and it is what it is. I wouldn't judge it, but and I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying like I I think I got the most confused with my gaydar is when I moved to London
Oh, tell us about that. I
because
know exactly where this is going.
yeah, because and hear me out. I don't question anyone's sexuality. I don't really care what sexuality you are. It is what it is. Live your life, be free. But in Europe, I feel like everyone is gay until proven straight. And why is that? I feel like people in Europe are just they're very handsy. Like people hug. They like show their love. They male to female, female to female, no one cares. They give kisses all the time. And they don't care about sexuality either. It's not a thing. It's not a conversation. If you say you have a husband and you're gay, they're like, cool. Anyways, move on. We're here. It's more taboo for some reason, or it's somewhat like different, quote unquote. But in Europe, everyone's just like, no, we don't care. And so I think when I was there, coming from the U.S. like mentality or culture, it was like, oh, okay, these men are just open and free. And so I don't think that they're gay. I just think that they're just gay adjacent, like they don't care about it. It doesn't bother them. They don't think they're going to catch it by sitting next to me and hugging me.
And it's the opposite. They like the straight ones who befriend us and go
Yes.
with us places, and it's kind of like, what's happening here? And
Yeah.
there might be hope. Again, I think it all ties itself back to like this hope of is this a potential suitor,
Right. Right.
or mate, whatever you're after.
Mate, suitor, hookup, whatever.
And I just wanted to clarify really quickly about I'm not judging like the DL culture. I think though that the part that I was alluding to was very much so aligned with what we're talking about
Yeah.
in that, if you're in a committed relationship, let's say a heterosexual relationship, and you're doing homosexual activities on the side without being honest with your partner, there is a problem with that because not only are you like hiding from yourself, you basically your own gaydar malfunction on your own gayness is broken, but that was meta.
The whole
But,
Republican Party, basically.
breaking Grinder at all of the
Oh my
conventions.
God, you
It's
know what?
exactly what I'm talking
And
about.
you know what I read? I read
Tell me more.
Grinder. This could be false, and I hope it isn't. Grinder said if they in Florida continue to keep rolling out these anti-gay, anti-trans legislation, Grinder's going to release a list of all of the Republican men, straight men, on Grinder. I'm like, yes, do it.
I think that's an absolutely wonderful idea. I'm really getting to the point of people not only hiding from their sexuality, but hiding from their crimes. So
Right.
let's go.
And that'll also help us with our gaydar, because then we'll just know up front who's gay and who's not.
Yeah. Yeah. Gaydar would be so much easier if they just gave you a list of all the names. It would be like finding Waldo in the wild.
You mean give you a lisp of all the names?
Did you just come up with that?
I
That
did
was
actually.
Good. That's good.
I like how
Wow.
surprised you are that I could be funny.
No, it's not that I was surprised. I'm like, that was a great one. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. Although my gaydar just went off again when you said that.
Noted. So then, okay, so now we are in 2025. What is your gaydar today?
My gaydar has become sort of less of a target gun, and more of like an antenna. Like, no, like shooting, like, are you gay? Now it's more like I'm perceptive, and I don't know, like I rely on the apps. The apps have been really helpful in filtering out the embarrassment of asking someone if they're gay or not.
I feel like when you say like you went from gun to antenna, you went from checking in sometimes to see if people are gay to being always on, always wondering anyone that walks by you if they're gay or not. And that's also probably fact.
Well, how does it work for you then, now that it's 40 or 25 years later, I guess?
Oh, I still think everyone's gay until proven straight. Hands down.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think it's just a natural thing as a gay man when you're walking down the street and you see an attractive person that you are just wondering to yourself if they're gay or not. Or I saw a woman yesterday and it crossed my mind. I'm like, oh, is she a lesbian or not? It doesn't matter to me. It's not going to change my life when I get the answer. But it crossed my mind. I was like, oh, is she in the community or not? Right? So it doesn't have to be like necessarily like, oh, are they gay or not? Because I want to sleep with them. It's just wondering like, are you in my community? Are we together in this mess that we call a world or not? And I think it could be as simple as that. So like my gaydar has more shifted towards that realm, I guess. Because I think to your point, like it's becoming easier and easier to know if someone's gay and wants to hook up, right? Like you have the apps. People are not as shy as they used to be. But for me, it's just more around like, am I in a safe space with you? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's become less sexualized, and it's more around finding security and safety. And I think that that's a really beautiful way to use your gaydar.
Listen, I always use my gaydar for good. I'm like the Care Bear of gaydar. Like I Care Bear stare, but I have the heart on my chest, right? Where you might be a little more of a peach or an eggplant on your chest.
I was thinking you were more like Galinda, the gaydar gay and gay witch, and that you just went around and used your wand, and they're like, I'm not gay. You're like, now you are.
Oh, I'm thinking more about popping people's bubbles. It's a little wetter.
I think you could stop at popping people's bubbles. That was great.
Popping people's bubbles sounds like pimple popper, which I do not like at all.
Oh, I'm totally into that.
Oh.
Other episode. Yeah.
I cannot stand pimples. Some people love popping them. That is a whole episode. I think it's disgusting. Okay, so as we close up gaydar, do you have any closing remarks so when people see you on the street, what they can assume that you're thinking about them?
Sure. If you see me walking down the street in my new Out Loud and Laughing, but Daddy, I Love Him shirt, then I'm gay. And that's all you need to know. And if you think that I'm cute, you can come say hi. And if you're ugly, don't. I'm just kidding.
I absolutely love that. I also...
Now you.
Okay, so if I'm walking down the street, I am definitely asking myself if you're gay or straight. Hands down. But I'm also wishing I had a superpower to see under your clothes.
Yeah, I mean the Jersey Shore penis hunt is always real. Brian, I'm thinking about making an Out Loud and Laughing shirt that says, "I'm gay. Are you?" ? And it could be it could be the answer to all of our problems.
Yeah, and it could say breathe twice if you are, and then we'll just assume everyone's gay.
Okay, I'm into it. I'm into it. Blink twice. Blink twice if you're gay. That's so funny. That's the shirt.
Blink twice if you're gay. Oh, God.
Well,
Well, I'm glad that our gaydar is not malfunctioning. It is just evolving.
I love that for you and me. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love you.
This was Out Loud and Laughing.
We're available everywhere you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, iHeart, or wherever.